Good morning, everyone. It is Mrs. P. I am here to do my budget for the first week of August. Woo! I can't believe it. August is here. I'm excited because August is like the new beginning for us because, my daughter's going to high school. I'm, teaching a new whole set of students. I've got some really good students coming up, so I'm excited to teach them. And I am on my diet journey, and my husband, he's got on board. He is a very picky eater, so he doesn't eat he doesn't eat healthy. He just eats less. So I guess, and he cuts out some sugar, so that's how he diets. But anyway, I'm excited. My meal plan, you'll see. It doesn't look like a diet meal plan, but I do intermittent fasting, so I try to incorporate a very healthy, lunch, and then dinner I kind of eat whatever the family eats. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get started with this budget. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. I've got my calculator way out of reach. Let's see here. There we go. And we will start. So the first week of August, the budget goes from August 1st through the 7th. Okay, so income. Mr. P, we are expecting around $1,000. Mrs. P, I pulled in $2,200 from the savings that I've got for summer. I still have about $700 left in there, which, that's why we have to cut some corners this month, but that should get us through. If you watched my monthly overview, I think we'll be okay. Other for this week is going to be $295. All right, so the total income for this week is $34.95. Okay, so then I'm going to go down into my bills and expenses. We have our mortgage that comes out on the first day of the month, and it is $1,140. Progressive, which is our car insurance, is $297. Microsoft is my daughter's account that she plays the Xbox with her friends, but mainly with her brothers. And if you saw the little clip, it was a short that I did when we surprised my son in Washington. You can just see they are very close. They play all the time. And my younger son is he and her are like buddies. Now my older son is more like a father figure to her. Assurant is $15, and that is my son's renter's insurance. He does pay that, and that comes out of the money that I get from him. Car wash, that is for me, $40 a month, unlimited car washes. I live in the country. We have a gravel road, and this is well worth it. If you can hear the beeping, my Instapot just finished making dog food this morning. Life 360 is $9. Okay, so total bills and expenses is $1,520, and that leaves us with $1,975. Okay, so then I'm going to go down into my sinking funds and savings, and I'm going to take out for sinking funds. This week we'll have $235. And then for my savings challenges, which goes for an assortment of things, some goes to sinking funds, some goes to building back our emergency fund, and some goes to vacation. All right, so $138. And so this section is $373, leaving us with $1,602. Okay, now we go up to our variable expenses. All right. 1602. We've got groceries. I feel like I spelled that wrong. The way I wrote it, it doesn't look right. I hope I'm zoomed in enough. Is $150. We've not been spending a whole lot on groceries the last pretty much this whole month of July. And I've been able to put a lot into our Sam's account. But now that I'm trying to eat healthier, I'll be buying a whole lot more produce and more fresher foods. And if any of you have ever tried to go on a diet, you know that diet food is expensive. And it's not really diet food. It's just healthier options. And that's always more expensive than the junk. So I probably won't have as much rollover. All right, pets is going to be 20. Household as 10 this week. Mr. P, 25. I'm like forgetting because I changed some of the amounts, and so I'm not used to it. All right, Mrs. P is going to be 55 this week. Miss P is 20. Eating out, we do not plan to eat out except for eating out 0. I do have a doctor's appointment out of town to go see the dermatologist. It's my yearly checkup and on all day long. So it's a 2-hour drive to the doctor and 2-hour back. So I will use my blow money to pay for my lunch, or I'll pack something. I don't know. That's an option too. Gas, but I'm not planning on eating like an expensive meal. $40. Miscellaneous, I did go down on this for 5. And unbudgeted, 0. And I also want to know, I did go up on my gas. This is the only week that I'm just putting $40 in. And even though I have to go out of town, I have not been driving at all. I still have a full tank of gas right now. And so I should be fine. This should get us through the whole week and then some. So the total of our variable expenses is $325, leaving us with $1,277 remaining. And now we get down into our debt section. So we've got the truck payment, which is $470. My car payment, which is $500. This is the last month that I have to pay manually, starting in September. My bank will just pull it straight out of my check. Wells Fargo is $75. Citibank is $20. Ortho, it's my daughter's braces, $88. And I'm going to put a line for a Snowball. And right now we're not planning on putting anything toward the Snowball. And that leaves us with the total is $1,153, leaving us with $124 that we will roll over to the next week. If we have extra income come in or something changes to where I can apply some more money to the Snowball, I will do that. So now that we have our budget, I'm going to do my cash planning for our envelopes and our sinking funds. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out. Move this out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in all of the categories. And then I will get back with you on the denominations in the amounts. So I will speed you up while I write all of this in. Okay, so there are my categories. I went ahead and put the denominations up here in the first section because we've already done those in my budget. So I'm going to go ahead and do the denominations now. So for groceries, I always get a 50 and 5 20s. Pets, a 20. Household, a 10. Mr. P is going to get a 20 and a 5. Mrs. P is going to get 2 20s, a 10 and a 5. Miss P, I'm going to get 2 5s and 10 1s. Gas is going to get 2 20s, and miscellaneous is going to get a 5. All right, so for beauty, we're going to get $20. That's going to be a 20. Medical is going to get 25, which will be a 20 and a 5. Family fun is also going to get 25, a 20 and a 5. Gifts will get 40, which will be 2 20s. And pool will get 15, which will be a 10 and a 5. All right, so then we've got garbage, which is 15. I'm going to give it a 10 and a 5. Subscriptions gets 10. Vet, 10. Car tags 10, car maintenance 25, and home maintenance 40. All right, so let's fill in these. 10, 10, 10, and then a 20 and a 5, and 2 20s. Okay, now to our sinking fund, or our emergency fund and vacation. Let's see here, emergency will get 40, vacation will get 40, mini Mondays will get 40, and YouTube Hop will get 18. All right, so for emergency, I'm going to do 110, 4 5s, and 10 1s. Same with vacation, 110, 4 5s, 10 1s. And mini Mondays is going to be 8 5s. And YouTube Hop will be 18 1s. Okay, so I'm going to add up each of the categories. I know this all adds up to be $698. Actually, I'm not going to add those up. I'm just going to do the denominations and see if we did this correctly. Okay, so let's see here. We've got 150, which is 50. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 20s. Let me do the math. I didn't calculate that. 19 20s is 380. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10s. I'm not in the right lines, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and just keep with it. 9 10s, which is $90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 18, 26 5s, which is 130. And then 10, 20, 30, 48 1s, which is 48. All right, so all of these should add up to be $698. All right, so 50, 380, 90, 130, and 48, which is $698. So I did it correctly. I just got them all in the wrong lines, but that's okay. Now, I am out of the little cash teller sheets, sticky post-it, whatever you want to call them. So I'm just going to do that like old school, like I used to do. So when I take this to the bank, I will put 50 and I'll put 1. And then 20s, I want 19. 10s, I want 9. 5s, I want 26. And 1s, I want 48. And then I'll just go off to the side, and that's 50. 380, 90, 130, and 48, and that is 698. So I just stick it to my check when I go through the drive-through, and that's what she'll give me. All right, friends, that is all for that. Let me go ahead and put this here. And now I'm going to go to do my meal planning. So I've got my meal planning book here. This is where I also keep my weight loss tracker. And I weighed this morning. It was 146.2. So it went down, which is good. All right, so let me go ahead and flip here. All right, so meal planning. This is going to be for the dates August 1st through the 7th. Okay, so for Thursday, we have a pack of bacon that I bought last week at the grocery store that we didn't cook, so I need to cook that bacon. So I decided to have like breakfast for dinner on Thursday. We haven't done that in a while, so I'm just going to put breakfast for dinner. which will make everybody happy. Everybody likes to have breakfast for dinner. So I'm probably going to do omelets, bacon, some biscuits, and grits. So I know I need to get eggs. I still have shredded cheese. I have milk. I've got a can of biscuits, and I've got frozen biscuits. And I've got the bacon. So I do need to get some grits. So I'm going to put grits. I usually just get the box of the like individual little envelopes. And we just fix a couple packs of those because my daughter and I are the only ones that will eat the grits. All right. So Friday, my husband has requested chicken wings. So I'm going to fix some chicken wings. I want to do like a honey barbecue. And I found some recipes online for a good sauce for that. So I've got everything. I've got honey and I've got some barbecue sauce. I do need to get the chicken wings because we don't have any of those. And let's see here, chicken wings. Let's see here, what else do I want to... Now, I did like plan out like a pre-plan for the meals. I just didn't do the sides. So I'm kind of winging it right now. All right, so chicken wings, I will probably do like frozen fries and make like cheese fries for my daughter. So I'm going to say cheese fries. Now, I won't eat that because I am trying to cut calories and things like that. And my husband will eat just regular fries. My daughter will eat the cheese fries. And I'll probably just fix a veggie with it. Chicken wing cheese fries. I think for a Friday night, I think I'm going to leave it at that. No veggie for them. I will fix a veggie for me instead of the fries. So that should be good. All right, Saturday. Okay, so steaks. Steaks was on the menu for last Saturday. I had found steaks in the freezer. Like I'm getting, low in the freezer, so things are starting to be exposed. I get to see like exactly what we have. Because when it's really full, you kind of lose track of what's in there. So I found steaks, and I don't know how long they had been in there. They looked okay, so I went ahead and I let them defrost in the fridge. And I cooked them last Saturday, and they smelled fine. They cooked fine. Everything was fine with them. But they had a funny taste. So I think they were freezer burnt. They didn't look freezer burnt, but they didn't. And so we completely threw them away. We didn't eat them at all. Let's see, what did we end up doing? I can't remember what we ended up. Maybe it was just like a fend for yourself. But I had cooked them all, but we did not eat them. We ate the sides. Oh, that's what we did. Because I had fixed baked potato and we had salad. So that was. So steaks is back on the menu because my daughter was so disappointed that I wouldn't let them eat. I mean, I don't think they were bad. I think they just had like a freezer burnt taste. But I didn't want to take any chances of anybody getting sick, so I made them throw them away. So we're going to do steaks again, like steaks 2.0. Steaks, I'm going to do a baked potato again, because I just love baked potato with a steak. Baked potato. When I'm talking, I can't spell. Baked potato, I'm going to do some poor man's bread, because I have a ton of like buns frozen in the freezer. Thank you, Kathy, over at Chatty Kathy. She reminded me of how to do that, and it worked perfectly. So I had all these buns, hot dog buns, hamburger buns left over from my dad's birthday party. And so she told me to put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer, and freeze them for an hour, just individually. And then once that hour's up, I put them all into like a freezer bag, a Ziploc bag, and put them back in there. So now I can just pull out a bun as I need it. So we're going to have a lot of poor man's bread this week or this month because we have so many buns. So, and poor man's bread is what my daughter calls it. It's just when you take like hamburger or hot dog buns and make garlic bread out of it. So, poor man bread. And what else do I want to do with that? I feel like I need some kind of a bean. Do I want to do some green beans? No, I'll do asparagus. Oh my goodness, here I go with that word. Asparagus. I don't know how to spell asparagus. I think that's right. All right, so steaks. I've got to get the steaks. So see, this is going to be a pricey week at the grocery store. I need to get potatoes. I'm out of potatoes. Don't need that. I'll need to get asparagus. Okay. All right, Sunday. Sunday, I have been craving. I saw a like a video, like a meal planning video on YouTube, and they had made meatloaf. And I haven't had meatloaf in a long time, and I was like, you know what? Let's make some meatloaf. So meatloaf, I feel like you always have to have mashed potatoes with meatloaf and green peas. And I will buy some, let's see here, what do I want to have? Let me have some cornbread. We'll just make it a country meal. All right, so meatloaf, I've got the hamburger meat. I've got breadcrumbs. I have all the things that I need for that. I'm getting potatoes. I do have green peas in the freezer, and I've got everything I need to make cornbread with, so that is all I need for that meal. Monday, chicken Alfredo with broccoli. I have been craving that also. And I would make my own Alfredo sauce, but I have a couple jars of Alfredo that I need to use up because I don't know if they're going to expire eventually because I haven't used them in a long time. So chicken Alfredo with broccoli. I'm also going to make poor man's bread because I want some garlic bread with that. And that's going to be it. So we have chicken. We have pasta. We have broccoli in the freezer. We've got poor man's bread. So I have everything I need for that meal. So I don't have to buy anything for that one. Tuesday will be the day that I go to the doctor. So we will eat out. My husband will just fend for himself at home. It's not going to be like an eat out restaurant. It'll be totally like something very small. If I don't pack it, my daughter's going to go with me because I don't want to leave her at home all day long by herself. And so yeah. And then Wednesday, I have salmon in the freezer. Hopefully it is okay. It is definitely a newer, it's not been in the freezer as long as those steaks had, obviously. All right, so salmon. I found a recipe for this. It was like maple Dijon sauce to go on the salmon. And we have maple syrup, and I have Dijon mustard, and I have everything else that I need for the salmon. I want to do some roasted sweet potatoes. And I have those in the pantry or in my little container where I keep all my potatoes. Salmon roasted, and I'll do green beans on this one. All right, so salmon, roasted potatoes, and green beans. I don't think I need anything for this one. And I'm not going to do any bread. So yeah, I think that is all. Now see, I said it's going to be an expensive week, but this doesn't include all of the like staples that we get, like the orange juice and milk, and let me think of some of the things that we always get. Waters, soda for my husband, things like that. Plus I'm going to do I'm going to get some fresh vegetables like tomatoes, fresh broccoli, celery, things like that for like snacking and munching. I had watched the Wads. I don't know if you guys follow her. She's amazing. She is so much fun to watch. Anyway, her name is, oh goodness, what is her name? Kimberly Wadsworth, I think is her last name. But anyway, she had made, or she was talking about honey jalapeno hummus, and that sounded really good to me. I'm not a huge hummus person. I mean, I don't dislike it, but honey jalapeno, anything honey sounded really good to me. So I'm going to pick up some of that to go with the veggies. So anyway, that is my meal plan. That is our budget for the week, and I think that is everything. So I will come back. Let's hear, my next video will be my cash stuffing after I get the money out of the bank, and that will be tomorrow. And then yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. And here is the candle. It's still hanging in there. Oh, I just put that one out. All right, friends, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.